There we go. All right. Sorry about the wait. Let's turn that down. All right. Let's go. Just in time. How's everyone doing? Saints, Bucs. Let's get this thing going. Do we think we get a first down today in the first quarter? Appreciate you all tuning in. Should be a good one, or a good live stream. I don't know about the game, but to be determined. What's up, everyone? How does the audio sound? Let's bring this a little bit closer. Saints need to bring back MT. I'd love it, but I don't see it happening. I wish, though. I love Mike T, man. How does the audio sound? Let me know how audio sounds. We got a kind of different, similar setup, but just moved a few things around. So let me know if you guys can hear me decently, at least. Let me get the stream posted real quick. Audio sounds good. Appreciate that. Thanks for the input live. Audio is great. Appreciate it. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. All right. What are we thinking? Do we much better than last week? Okay, that's good to know. That is very good to know. Do we think the Saints get a first down in the first half today? Or do they score points in the first quarter? I think they've only done that like once or twice this season. Gotta get it posted to Twitter too. All right, we are good to go. Charlie Smith kicked and made a like 67-yard kick pregame. Do I have a Discord channel? I do not. At least at the moment. Might be something to do down the line. You'll give him 3 points. We shall see. All right, here we go. Saints wearing the gold pants with the white jerseys for the first time this season. Those unis only work in Tampa Bay. Like I'm not a big fan of the white over gold, but they look good in Tampa. Might just be me. Today will be some fool's gold. I hope so. I'd love to see some cool shit happen today. Baker looks like devastated right now. Just he's just hunched over. He's doing the Tom Brady lean. Dog, it's the 2-10 Saints. What are you getting hyped for? All right. Another rainy day for the Saints. And the Saints are receiving first. I don't know who won the coin toss. I can check in on that. All right, there we go. We got the setup. Let's roll. An ad already. All right, here's the kick. And who's that? I think that's Mason Tipton returning it. Decent return so far. Oh, he's cutting outside. Go! He's at the 40. The 50. We're in Tampa Bay territory already. We're going to go 3 and out, aren't we? We just got a freaking like 60-yard return. We're going to go 3 and out. What a start. What a start. Mason Tipton's been awesome at returning kicks. Mason Tipton, the kick returner. What a stud. All right, we're in Tampa Bay territory, the 45. Let's see if we can get started hot. They're going to throw. Shucks going deep on the first play. He's got Olave. Oh, shit. Just couldn't connect. Looked a little bit out of reach. He had to dive for it a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit of a hold. Little bit of a hold. But not enough to draw a flag. No call was thrown. No flag was thrown. Should have been a little penalty. All right, 2nd and 10. Taysom Hill's in the slot. Shuck throws over the middle. There's Devon Vele. First down. 15 yards to the big V. The big V, Devon Vele. What a start. Guys, we got a first down in the first quarter. This is like a generational drive already. All right, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. They are going to run it with Devin Neal. Gets like 2 or 3 yards. The big V with the big first down catch. That's what we're calling Devon Vele, the big V. Got to try and get this Mason Tipton kick return posted on the gram. All right, 2nd and 7. They're at the 26. Shuck's going to throw under pressure on that right side over the middle. There's Juwan Johnson, first down to like the 15. They got a good drive going right now. There's some pressure on that right side. No Talise Fuaga today. And Todd Bowles loves to blitz. So, Shuck's going to be under some pressure today. But they're doing a good job right now. Another play. Shuck keeps it. He's hitting the edge. Juwan, what a kind of a good block. First down. They're at the 4-yard line. All right, guys. This is literally where the Saints offense loves to die. They're inside the 5-yard line. All right, 1st and goal from the 3. Vele in motion. Shuck hands it off to Devin Neal. That's a touchdown. No signal yet. Oh, there we go. Touchdown. Opening drive touchdown. Holy shit. Guys, we got points in the opening drive. Not only just the opening drive, the opening quarter. This is unheard of. What a way to start off the game. Devin Neal's first career touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some celebrations in the chat, man. What a start. Awesome kick return. Big play to the big V, Devon Vele. And Devin Neal, great opening drive. Probably the best opening drive of the season outside of the Buffalo one. What a way to start. Excellent way to start. I literally just got red zone pulled up too. I knew something was missing. Charlie sinks the extra point. Yep, Charlie Smith made it. So glad to have a kicker who can kick it between the goalposts. Let me get this touchdown posted to IG. We were the first team to score on Sunday. Hell yeah. Cam Ward in the tight. Is Myles Garrett going to get like 5 sacks today on the Cam? Oh, Cam Ward just threw a touchdown. Damn. Yeah, Tyler Shuck on that read option. That was fire too. I like seeing that. Awesome opening drive. Juwan Johnson got involved a little bit. Love seeing Devon Bailey over the middle. Oh, man. Look at this. Look at this little cowlick hair sticking up. Oosh. It's alright, though. You all want to know something very, like, odd, but, like, statistical? Maybe I only find it interesting. But my live streams where the Saints play a team that wears red, statistically, they do better than the live streams where the Saints don't play a team that wears red. So, like, the best live streams were, like, the Niners, the Cardinals, and the Falcons. 3 teams that wear red. I don't know why. It literally could mean nothing, but I find it interesting. Tennessee's playing the Browns. Best offensive position all season. There's definitely one of them. It helps they only had to go, 40 yards. Awesome kick return. All right, we are back from commercial. See, that's what I want to see. I'm not expecting the Saints to win jack shit. I'm okay with losing. But if you're going to lose and the offensive-minded head coach can't score on the opening drive, that's where I have an issue. So that was a good job from Kellen Moore. Let's keep that up. Their second first quarter touchdown of the season. I think the other one was Buffalo. All right, here's the kickoff. Fielded at the 10. Someone make a tackle. Isaac Yiadom with a decent tackle around like the 30, 33. All right, who scored for Miami? Jalen Waddle scored. Tennessee, Alec Ayomanor scored. Minnesota scored. Josh Oliver from 9. And that is all the touchdowns so far today. All right. All right, Tampa Bay is on offense now. I got Igbuka in fantasy, and I'm in the playoffs. So, like, throw a few screens to him. I'm okay with that. They're going to start with the play action out wide to Igbuka for like 7 yards. Oh my gosh, it is snowing out in Buffalo. Full-on snow game out in Buffalo. No Tristan Wirfs today for Tampa Bay. That's pretty significant. Chase Young was whooping his ass last time they played. So let's see if Chase Young can whip some more ass. Five-yard gain for Igbuka. Now 2nd and 5 for Tampa Bay. Baker hands it off to Bucky Irving. Ooh, who got back there? That's Devon Godchaux with the tackle for a loss. What a play. No, not Godchaux. Bullard. Was it? Who was it? Was it Godchaux or Bullard? No, that's Godchaux. Nice play. That was an excellent play. Cincinnati just scored. I can't tell who it was, but Cincinnati scored. 3rd and 5 now. Can the defense get a stop? False start on Tampa Bay, it looked like. Let's see what it looked like a false start. Chase Young moved, but I don't know if he crossed the line. Yeah, neutral zone infraction on Chase Young. He definitely moved. I couldn't tell if he crossed the line, though. Jacksonville scored. Travis Etienne? Trevor? One of the Etiennes scored. Lamar Jackson just hit like a 50-yard pass. All right, first down for Tampa Bay off the penalty. Baker, play action. Under some pressure, dumps it off to Bucky Irving. And Jordan Howden brings him out after a 2-yard gain, it looks like. Godshaw's first play he made all season. That's the most notable play I've seen him make all season. Isaac Yiadom, he's only a special teams guy. Yiadom. All right, what is it now? 2nd and 9? 2nd and 8 for Tampa Bay? All right, Mayfield's throwing over the middle. That's Otten, the tight end. Gang tackle, picks up a few yards. 3rd down coming up. All right, 3rd down and 1. Like, the Saints' white and gold unis look so much better in Tampa Bay than anywhere else. I don't know why, but it looks so much. They're handing it off to Irving. First down. He got it. Damn. They keep putting the camera on number 70, Chukwuma. I think that's the guy filling in for Tristan Wirfs. I think they said he's a rookie. It's nice to finally play with the lead. Yeah, I don't know how many times we've actually played with the lead this season. Let alone a lead in the first quarter. I don't think that's happened this season. All right. They're in Saints territory. They're going to play action. Alante picks up the receiver. Oh, now Godwin sneaks for a first down. Shit. Like a 20-yard gain. What a design. Fuck. Everything looked covered to me, but Godwin just came out of nowhere. Took the drag route for like 20 yards. Oh, Godwin was playing right tackle, and then he sneaks behind Granderson. Damn it. That's a good play. I don't know if there's... I don't know. Surely they can do something about it, but that's a hard play to cover. Mayfield play action, rolling out. Chase Young under pressure, hits Mayfield. Screen to Irving. Irving down the sideline, hits a move. Touchdown. Fuck. Shit. Well, that was a little bit easy for them. That was a little bit too easy for them. Oh, shit, I forgot. On the bright side, I got Bucky Irving in fantasy. I forgot about that. Alante whiffs on that one. Sanker and DeMario can't bring him down. All right. Saints offense has to respond now. Kick is good. We got a tied ball game. We got a tied game. This is the only game to have 2 touchdowns in it so far. Hey, man, if Tampa's going to score, I'm hitting that fucked. Yeah, it's not it's one of those days. If Tampa Bay is going to score, if they are going to score again, can it just give it to Irving or Igbuka? Help me with my playoffs. Shootout in Tampa. If the Saints score over 20, I'm happy, man. When is the last time the Saints scored over 20 points? The last time the Saints scored over 20 points was the fucking Giants game, October 5th. It's been 2 months since the Saints have scored 20 points. They got 19 versus the Patriots, but that's not 20. They got 14 versus the Bears, 3 versus Tampa, 10 versus the Rams, 17 versus Carolina, 10 versus Atlanta, 17 last week. Have not scored 20 points in 2 months. Look, a shootout with the Saints right now, 20 points is like, whoa. Let's come down there. 20 points. Let's not get too excited. We average like 10 points a game. Need the Saints to beat the Buccaneers so the Panthers get the division. I'm not gonna lie. I'd much rather see. I don't know. I really don't care who wins the division between the Panthers and the Bucs. I feel like the Bucs are the better team, but the Panthers are like the better story, you know? I don't know. Who do you guys want to see win the division? Who do you guys want? Who would you prefer to see win the division, Tampa or Carolina? I like Bryce Young and T-Mac. I like what Carolina's doing, but I think for viewing wise, like the best team possible, I think Tampa Bay has a better team. Players are playing to win. They don't care about where they're picking in the draft. Baker Mayfield's hand is a little bit injured. What are they doing? What is that? Are they putting like wax on his hand? Chapstick? Alcohol? I don't know what that is. Okay, they kick this one to Dante Pettis. They kick it away from Mason Tipton, and Pettis gets like the 22. Yeah, they learned that lesson. Appreciate that, Daniel. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out for a little bit. Looks like we found a QB. Yeah, Shucks looks decent. He's just got to keep building upon it. Let's see if they can put a drive together when they have to go 80 yards and not 40. I hope they can. Taysom's out at wide receiver. Now he's in motion. Shuck dropping back to pass, and he's sacked. That one's on him. Vita Vea brings him down. Shuck had a decent pocket. Couldn't get the ball out in time. Oh, that sucks. Fuck. Let's see. Who let this up? Was it Raidens? That's a decent pocket, man. Shuck's got to get the ball out quicker or escape the pocket a little bit sooner. I'm not putting that one on the O-line. 2nd and 17 now. Saints. This is a Saints drive right now. This is the Saints I know. Shuck to throw again over the middle to Juwan Johnson. Looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, I think Shuck's biggest problem is his pocket awareness, holding onto the ball too long, escaping clean pockets too soon, stuff like that. His pocket awareness is his biggest flaw, but sometimes it works out, like when he finds Olave and Bailey in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. And other times it doesn't work. 3rd and 11. Think Todd Bowles is blitzing? No, he's not. Devin Neal with a good looking for Vele, thrown out of bounds, out of reach. Devin Neal had a good blitz pickup. And the Saints go 3 and out. Lovely. That was the Saints drive right there. That is the Saints we all know and love. Colts, tackle him. I need to see a Tyler Warren touchdown. I took out Brees Hall and put in Tyler Warren in the flex. All right, here you go to punt. I bet Isaiah Stallworth makes a tackle on this one. If I'm guessing, Isaiah Stallworth makes the tackle or makes something. All right, here's the punts. And decent punt. Oh, Ayida misses the tackle. And there's a penalty, like a 10-yard return. What's the penalty? What's the penalty? Holding on Tampa Bay, 10-yard penalty. You could put tight end at flex. Yeah, you can. You can put a tight end at flex in the ESPN fantasy. Because I got Brock Bowers. So Brock Bowers is my actual tight end, and then Warren is my flex. I was between him or Brees Hall. Literally this morning, I put in Warren. Who's a menace, Jason? Vea? Vea, yeah. Vita Vea is a menace. Vita Vea is a freaking monster. You got NFL fantasy. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, is a menace. I couldn't tell if you were trying to say Yidam, because like the Y. But yeah, Vita Vea, absolute monster. Absolute monster. The Saints need a Vita Vea. Let's check in on the... Oh, it's snowing out in Cleveland a little bit too. Not as much as in Buffalo, though. Dolphins scored again. Devon Achane. Pittsburgh scored. Aaron Rodgers, I'm assuming, had a QB sneak. Jonathan Taylor scored. We had a lot of touchdowns 20 minutes into the day. Draft a pass catcher. Look, man. Surratt's on Indiana. Fire. In like the second round. Like if they go Arvell Reese with their first pick, and then like Surratt in the second round, I wouldn't be mad at it. Jordan Tyson obviously is really good too, but I don't know if I want to take him with like the third overall pick. Achane deserves more respect. Yeah, no doubt. He's a top running back in the league. We're back from commercial. Let's scroll up. There we go. All right. Defense. Defense has been playing good basically like the past month or so outside of the Rams game. It'd be nice to see them step it up a little bit here again. That's a false start. False start on Tampa. That's the right tackle. Hold on. Let me pull up the Saints defense has been playing good basically since the Buccaneers game late October. Outside of the Rams game, they played good versus the Bucs, Panthers, Falcons, and Dolphins. 4 out of the last 5 games, the defense has been playing good. Let's see if they can get it together here. First and 15 for Tampa Bay now from their own 15. And they gave it to Bucky Irving, who picks up like 5 yards. What if we took Peter Woods? I don't want to take Peter Woods. I don't want a D tackle. If we're taking a defensive lineman, I want an edge rusher. Oh, Rodgers didn't QB sneak it. It was a pass play, and you just rolled out left. If we're gonna take a defensive lineman, give me an edge rusher. I don't want a D tackle. Also, I don't know. I feel like Peter Woods isn't as good as I thought he was going to be back in like August. Okay, Mayfield to throw. 2nd and 9 over the middle. He finds Godwin. Good tackle from Howden. 3rd and like 5 coming up. 3rd and 5 coming up. They snapped that football really damn fast. Looks like they're doing no huddle again. Third and 5, empty backfield. Alante showing a blitz. Damn, Brandon Staley, they're saying, has done a good job. Okay, Mayfield to throw over the middle. Incomplete. Pick it. Pick it. That's picked off a tip. They threw a flag, though. Man, don't call PI on that. Jonas Sanker picks it off the tip. But they might call pass interference because he got there early. Shit. No flag. Pick up the flag. Give Jonas Sanker the pick. No flag. Fuck. Pass interference on Quincy Riley. Can you see the replay? How early did he get there? That's a terrible angle. Okay, that was like a second early. Literally like half a second later. And it's the Saints ball. I don't think it's PI, but if you're there half a second early, they're going to call that. All right, 1st and 10 for Tampa after a should have been picked by Jonas. Pitch to Bucky Irving. Picks up Rashad White, not Irving. Let's see what Twitter has to say. Let's see if any of the reporters think that should have been a pick. Some people saying it should have been a no flag. I could see it going either way. Quick pass to Godwin. Oh my God, it's a screen. Missed tackle. Granderson bring like a 15-yard gain. If Tampa Bay scores on this drive, man, that'd be brutal. I don't know how I feel about that PI. He definitely got there early, though. All right, 1st and 10 for Tampa. They go play action, screen to Tez Johnson. He dropped it. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's incomplete, but I just in case it was a backwards lateral throw. Now there's a penalty. Looks like illegal man downfield. You've never liked Godwin? Yeah. There's a lot of players in our division who I like, but since they're in the division, I can't really like them. Like T-Mac. I like T-Mac. I like Godwin. Bucky Irving. Bijan. Monster. I feel like I'm missing another player. Is Levante David still... Tristan Wirfs, Levante David... They're just on the wrong teams. Igbuka, too. Igbuka's awesome. Hate to say it, but yeah. 1st and 15 for Tampa Bay after an illegal man downfield penalty. Mayfield out to Igbuka. Kool-Aid brings him down pretty quickly. Yeah, the DPI was a good call. He got there early. That was like a 10-yard gain to Ibuka. 2nd and 6 coming up. as you guys can see right up there. Yeah. They're at midfield, literally exactly at midfield. No Igbuka on this play. Hand it off to Irving. And Jonas Sanker and Quincy Riley bring him down, short of the first down. I mean, this snow game in Buffalo looks awesome. I'm sure being there is a little bit cold. 3rd down and 3. You see Kool-Aid being moved in the slot. I don't think he's athletic enough to play in the slot. Like, Alante's athletic enough to be a slot player. I don't know if Kool-Aid is. 3rd and 3. This is an interesting formation. Delay. Oh, no, they called timeout. I like Kool-Aid as a number 2 guy. I don't know if he's a number 1 guy. You could definitely draft a DB, but is there a DB worth taking early on who could be a number 1 corner? Like, is there a... There's never going to be, like, an easy comparison, but is there, like, a Marshawn Lattimore of this draft or a Sauce Gardner of this draft? Like, a bona fide number 1 corner, and they're going to be really good from day one. I know that LSU has a good DB, but, like, is he, like, you draft him, he's your number 1 immediately? Third and 3 for Tampa Bay. They're in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Rachaad White. And Jordan Howden, what a tackle. Jordan Howden's made some decent plays today. That one stands out a lot. Jordan Howden, what a play. He's in for the injured Justin Reed. Howden's making a nice... He's had a nice game so far. All right, 4th and 1. Looks like they're going for it. I'm assuming they're going to try and draw him off sides. I mean, they got to give it to Bucky Irving, right? Bucky Irving getting a handoff. That's the most obvious player right here, right? They pitch it out to Irving. What a play from Carl Granderson. Tackle for a loss, like 5 yards in the backfield. The Saints are going to be in Tampa Bay territory. Man. Excellent play. Oh, shit. Do I got the hiccups? What a play. Okay, I'm going to mute for a second. Because I got hiccups. I'm going to mute just for a moment. Okay. I think my hiccups might be gone. I hope they are. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that play call was from Tampa Bay. Look, I was giving Brandon Staley a ton of shit early on in the season, but his defense has been playing, like, they come to play most of the time. I like what he's been doing. They were talking about how the Saints were like 30th in a bunch of stats last season, and now they're like 15th or whatever, like their average. Do I think the defense is great? No, but I think it is better than it was last season. Where can you watch the game live? Hold on. I'm going to try and get this thing posted. I'll try and help out. What's gotten into the fish? What you mean? What fish? Am I stupid? Stop drinking all the beer. I'm sorry. I just got like a bunch of like cans hanging around my room. I had like 30 of them pre-gaming. That's why I was a little bit late to that's why I was a little bit late to the stream. No. I just drink water. The Dolphins are the fish. Okay. Yeah, Miami's been playing like good since they fired their GM. Carl Granderson. What a stop. That was an excellent play from Carl Granderson. I'm drunk? Yes. Always. No, I'm not. I don't really drink. All right. Saints are in Tampa Bay, and Taysom's at quarterback. What are we doing? He fumbles the handoff and he picks it up. Please. Stop with the Taysom Hill quarterback plays. They don't work. Now it's 2nd and 14 for your rookie quarterback. Please. Stop with the Taysom Hill plays. They suck. I don't mind a Taysom Hill handoff. If I see Taysom at quarterback, man, it's just a guaranteed nothing play. 2nd and 14, Shuck looking to throw over the middle. There's Foster Moreau. He's got a first down and drops the shoulder, and that's the end of the first quarter. Good to see Foster Moreau get involved. Man, the plays over the middle are working today. They're like running just little like slant hitches, and they're getting first downs from them. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got 60 people in here right now. I'd appreciate it. Just double check, make sure to like subscribe so you're up to date with all of our other videos. Sometimes you're like tuned in, but you don't. Shit, what was I gonna say? Sometimes you're tuned in, but you don't realize, so just like double check. Yeah, stop taking Tyler out of the game. I agree. Or stop taking the football out of his hands. If he hands it off to Taysom as like a fullback, sure. I don't want to see Tyler Shuck lined up at wide receiver. I just don't. I'm over the Taysom Hill stuff. And this with Kellen Moore. Like, the only Taysom play that's worked was the touchdown versus the Patriots. When you guys get hiccups, random question. Are you able to get rid of them, like, within a minute? Because I just hold my breath for, like, as long as I can and they go away. But I don't know if that's a thing for everyone. Is that the only place Shuck can run over the middle? If it works, it works. Yeah, Shuck should be taking every quarterback snap. I agree. You should be letting your rookie quarterback, who needs to develop and play well and get experience, take as many snaps as possible. Taking him out of the quarterback position doesn't make sense to me. It simply doesn't. Shit, where's red zone? I lost the red zone. There we go. I don't know what happened. Okay. What's going on? Is Daniel Jones hurt? Shit, Daniel Jones is hurt. Oh my god, no. Daniel Jones is hurt. All right, we're back from commercial. Second quarter. Saints are at the... What the hell is this formation? They're at the Tampa Bay 35. They go play action. Shuck's rolling out right. Looks for Taysom. Low pass behind him, but he also dropped it. People are saying Daniel Jones just tore his Achilles. Fuck. Pass should have been better. Taysom Hill should have caught that. You're a professional football player. Catch the ball. Stop with the Taysom Hill stuff, please. You got a bunch of other good, decent, okay players to get the football to. 2nd and 10. Shuck's going to throw under some pressure, stepping up, and he is sacked for a loss of 5. Seven swallows of water, ginger, throw a match in some ginger ale, hold your breath. Richardson's better than Daniel Jones. I don't know, man. All right, 3rd and 13. Shuck, quick pass to Olave. Nice move. Looks like they're just going for a field goal position there. Charlie Smith nailed a 67-yarder pregame. Let's see if he can kick one here in the rain. Another tough kick. This is going to be a 47-yarder for Charlie Smith. This is a tough kick. I hope he makes it, but we shall see. All right, Charlie. All right, lad. Let's see if you can get it in. Pause. All right, and the kick is no good. Just a little bit to the left. Kick is no good. All right. Give the ball to yeah, they need. I don't know why they aren't running the ball a little bit more. I don't want to see Struck throw the ball 50 times in the freaking rain. They can run the football. I hope Kellen Moore is aware of that. All right. So Daniel Jones just tore his shits. Who else scored for the Dolphins? Was it Waddle again? Jalen Wright scored. Jacksonville scored again. Jacoby Myers. Tennessee has 2 touchdowns. Tony Pollard had a 65-yard run. Vikings up 14-0. Jaden Daniels is back. Wow, that T. Higgins touchdown catch stood up. That was an excellent play. He's Irish. This weather shouldn't bother him. Yeah, it probably bothers his kicking abilities though. Someone on the Jets just scored and flipped into the end zone. Aaron Glenn's juiced up about it. Was it another kick return? The Jets special teams is insane. I swear they have a big punt return or a kick return or a blocked kick every week. Looks like this is a punt return. That Jets special teams is probably one of the better ones in the league. Let's see what the Daniel Jones talk right now is on Twitter. He had a non-contact injury. Oh my, yeah, he just tore his shit. It's over for Daniel Jones. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. That is brutal. If it were groupie, the ball would have gone towards Orlando. Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad about Charlie missing it. That's his third? No, his second ever field goal. That's the second time he's ever kicked a football in a game. Also, he's not supposed to be the starting kicker. And should he make it? Yes. But I'm not gonna lose my shit over it. If it was groupie, different story. Mayfield play action, going out wide, incomplete. If it was groupie who missed it, yeah. Cut it out. I'd be fuming if Groupie missed that kick. But now he's in Indianapolis. I wonder if he missed a kick already over there. 2nd and 10 for the Tampa Bay Bucs. A turnover would be lovely right here. I feel a Jonas Sanker turnover today. They hand it off to Rashad White. Only gets like 2 yards. There's a penalty. Oh, they're going to call tripping. I couldn't tell. It didn't look like it was tripping, but let's see the replay. Yeah, that's that's tripping. He stuck that leg out. Mayfield has always been mid. He just got a hot streak. I don't know. Mayfield does some shit that like looks pretty awesome. He's going to make everything between the hashes? Sure. I mean... Alright, well, first down for Tampa Bay in Saints territory after a 15-yard penalty for tripping. They hand it off to Irving. What a play! And the Carl Granderson again. Another tackle for a loss. What a play. Oh, and Bucky Irving is hurt. Loss of 5 on the play. Excellent play from Carl Granderson. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, yeah, his ankle, his toe got a little jabbed, a little stub, rolled up on. Second and 15. Good play from Granderson. Mayfield's throwing under some pressure, and he spins out of a sack and gets a yard. He gets a yard. Danny Stutsman's got to get that sack, and Brian Brzez's got to get that sack. That's 2 sacks that were missed on that play. 3rd and 13. Let's see if they can get off the field here. This would be pretty big for the defense. Would love to see the defense get a stop here. Keep him out of field goal range, wherever that's at. Mayfield to throw, going downfield. Whew. Bucca was there. He was open. He just dropped it. He slipped and dropped it. Saints get lucky there. Saints get very lucky right there. Saints get very lucky right there. Mayfield overthrows it, and Bucca can't bring it in. All right, 4th and 13. There you are, punting. Let's hope this is a shitty-ass punt. Either a touchback or a short punt. This is a decent punt. Fair caught at the 15-yard line. Okay. Saints getting the ball back. Good stop. Baker looks more athletic than Chuck right now. Yeah, I think part of that probably has to do with experience too. Like Baker knows like how to do certain things in the NFL that Chuck doesn't right now. Defense is trashed. I feel like the defense is like okay. It's like middle of the pack. Mid. But to be fair, they haven't been playing really any good teams. I'd like to see the running game get a little bit involved today. Or this drive. Today in general. Engage with your audience. I gotta figure out a way, because on StreamYard, what I was using last year to stream the games, I could click on you guys' comments and it would like pop up on the screen right here. I gotta figure out a way if I can do that through OBS Studio, which is what I'm using now to stream the games. Because it'd be cool if I could click on your comment or your chat, and then it just pops up right here. So that's something I got to figure out in the off season. You want to see more Taysom Pass? Shut up. No, you do not, unless you're a Bucs fan. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Did Shedeur throw a touchdown? Oh my God! Shedeur just threw an absolute laser. What an awesome throw! Shedeur threw an absolute dime. Daniel Jones ruled out with an Achilles injury. Damn. The Colts felt like they're going to go on a Super Bowl run. Traded for Sauce Gardner. Now their quarterback is injured with the Achilles injury. And they've lost like what? 3 of their last 4 games or whatever. 4 of their last 5. Brutal. All right, 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive off with a run to Devin Neal. Penalty on the play. I'm assuming it's illegal formation or encroachment. Offsides. Offsides on Tampa. Someone in Seattle just did something. The rookie Nick Imanori. What did he do? Oh, he blocked a kick. He blocked a kick. Oh my God. What a block. All right, 1st and 5 after a Tampa Bay penalty. They're going to throw it here, and Shuck's going deep down the right sideline and is picked off. What the hell was that? What the fuck just happened? There was some big-ass miscommunication right there. Shuck was throwing a go ball, and then looked at the receiver, ran a curl. What the hell just happened? Was that Olave or Tipton? Who is? I think that's Vele? Which receiver was that? That was awful, dude. I think that was Mason Tipton. What are the odds that pick happens right in front of Spencer Rattler's face? Literally, like, right in front of him. What are the odds of that? That was brutal, man. That was a pretty shitty play. I don't know if that was on Shuck or the receiver, but someone fucked up there. They give it to Bucky Irving, who's back, and Bucky Irving has a 1st down. The offense can't reward the defense for getting a stop. Twice now. How many picks does Shuck have? Shit. Who'd we play? Miami. He threw 1 last week, 1 in the 2-point conversion, 1 today, and I think he threw 1 versus Atlanta. So that's 4. 3 that actually count, because 1 was the 2-point conversion. Another run to Bucky Irving, picks up a few yards. The 2-point pick counts, but it doesn't count on the stat sheet. So in the last 3 games, it's like 4 total picks. Looks like Tampa went no huddle. They run it again with Bucky Irving. Chris Rumph with a nice tackle there. That one went nowhere. 3rd down coming up. Count the pick 2. I think it's 4 then. Miscommunication. I bet it wasn't Shuck's fault. I don't know. The only people who know right now is the people on the Saint sideline. It looked like Shuck was trying to go deep, unless it's one of those like option route plays. I don't know. I don't know if that's on Shuck out of the receiver. Regardless, it fucking sucked. It was awful. All right, 3rd and 5. Mayfield over the middle. Incomplete. Alontae broke it up. No penalties. 4th and 5. The defense get. I don't know if Tampa's going. If the defense held them to 3, excellent. They were literally at the Saints like 40-yard line. Yeah, that's not a flag. I don't see a penalty there. All right, they're going to kick it. I think that this is a win for the Saints defense. Forcing a field goal on this drive. I think that's a win. They had excellent field position. They just got off the field. All right, 41-yard attempt. The kick is good. Kick is good. Tampa Bay is now up 10-7. Rattler needs to keep his head up. I think Rattler proved that he's a quarterback in the NFL. It's just, is he the 33rd best quarterback and the best backup, or is he like when he was playing? I felt like he was like the 25th, 24th best starting QB. He'll be in Miami. Honestly, like, that wouldn't be bad. I could see him, like, what if the Rams traded for him just as a possible investment for the future to learn behind Stafford? And if there's any coach who'd make him play well, McVay, obviously. Minnesota's interesting, but I don't know if they'd want to do that. He's going to be in the NFL for a while. I'm certain of that. I'm very certain Rattler's going to be in the NFL for a while. And I hope he finds success. I'd love to see him starting somewhere. Like the Bengals could trade for him and have him as their high-end backup that they invest in for if Joe Burrow gets hurt. Like, is he one of those type of players, or is he like the 25th best starter? If they run it back with Rattler and Shuck, they're not going to have a QB battle. It's going to be Shuck's job unless these final few games he looks unplayable. But I hope that's not the case. Raiders might. I don't want to see him on the Raiders. He's going to die there. He's going to die on the Raiders. Like, what if he has like a Marcus Mariota type career? Just a decent backup. Can start games if you need him to. I'm trying to think. What would be another good team to see him go to? Like, what if he was like Sam Darnold's backup or something? Like, Kubiak did draft him, or was part of the staff that drafted him. Colts. I don't know what route was called. Yeah, I have no idea if he was supposed to run a go or a comeback. He's either going to be a starter or a really good back. Yeah. I think what we saw from Rattler is that he's an NFL player. And for a 5th-round pick invested at the quarterback, that's not always guaranteed. Like, the Saints spent a 4th-round pick on Hayner and Ian Book. And after watching like one game from those guys, it was like, okay, yeah, these guys need to go play in Canada. Dante Pettis on the return, cutting it out wide, just runs forward, gets to about the 30. Like the Saints, that regardless of what you think on a Rattler, they hit on a 5th-round pick on him. Like, that's a good 5th-round pick. The missed kicks hurting the momentum. Yeah, it should be tied. Shuck needs to get faster. Yeah, I think he needs to do a better job. Like with Rattler, it'd be 1, 2, 3 ball out. I think he needs to do a better job of that. But also, I think what Shuck does best is escaping the pocket. So it's just kind of like that weird, like, he needs to get better at it. But what he does really good is escaping the pocket. All right, 1st and 10. They pitch it to Taysom Hill out of the backfield, who picks up a few yards. Yeah, I prefer seeing that over a Taysom Hill QB power. Shuck can't score 20 points, though. Yeah, to this point, he hasn't proven that he can score 20 points. He's gotten to 17 twice, but not 20. Riley Leonard's at quarterback for the Colts, not Richardson? Oh my God. Oh, that's a penalty. False start on Asim Richards, the right tackle. If we have another losing season next year, how many years do you think more? I think he gets 2026 guaranteed. But if it's like the same as this year, I think you fire him. Like, you have to see improvement from this year to next year. You can't be 2-10 next season. You got to be 4-8, 4-8. You got to be improving. All right. What is it now? 2nd and 12? 13. 2nd and 13. Let's get the big V involved. Get Vele the football. Shuck dumps it off to Evan Hull, the running back, for a few yards. Gets him back to like 3rd and 8. Shuck is playing just like a scouting report said. Yeah, what we saw in college from Shuck is what we're seeing now. A lot of really high highs and a lot of really low lows, but also the lows haven't been too low, I don't think. There's been some goofy plays, but... all right, 3rd and 6. Shuck's dropping back under some pressure, escaping, and he's sacked. Oh, that did not look good. That was an awkward tackle. He went down awkwardly. He's up and walking off, though. He's off and walking off. That's good. I'm assuming Asim Richards got his ass beat. Let's see. I want to watch Kelvin Banks here. Kelvin Banks did his job. Asim Richards gave up the sack. Yeah, that was not a good-looking hit Shuck took. All right, we're punting after a 3-and-out. Here's the punt. Decent punt, it looks like. Oh, pick it up! Oh, number 40. That was close. Number 43 with a decent tackle, though. Excellent punt. That's a good punt. He's playing just like he did at Louisville. Yeah. If Tyler Shuck was like 22 years old, I feel like a lot of people would be more excited about him. Now, obviously, age matters because, like Jackson Dart hasn't hit his prime yet. His prime's supposed to be when he's 26. Shuck is 26. Rattler would have escaped that? I don't know. Rattler, we just got to stop with the whole Rattler and Shuck thing. Just let Shuck play. That's just my thoughts on it. And that's nothing against either one. I like them both. I want to see them both have good careers. Tampa needs a dome. I don't know, man. I kind of like the Tampa Bay, like, aesthetic. The lighting, the, like, cannon they got in there. You're wrong about Dart. I don't know what to think of him, honestly, in the draft. I did not know what to think of him. I like the arrogance he plays with. I don't know if that's the right word. I like the arrogance he has, but also that he needs to not take as many stupid ass hits. I'm not gonna blame the O-line. Yeah, that one, I don't know. I don't know if that was on Shuck or the O-line on the last sack. The first one was on Shuck. That one, it might have been on both. I'm obviously gonna have to rewatch it. Don't really see what a guy has until year 5 or 6. That's fair. But if you're drafting a like 26-year-old quarterback, like you don't have time to wait. And most franchises aren't patient enough to wait till then. And if the quarterback isn't good, like you're usually fired by like year 2 or 3. Players need much more time than fan bases. I agree. Like Shuck, like I'm prepared to roll with him all of next season, and I'm not mad about it. I wanted to see Rattler start this season and not have him draft a QB. Um, so I've seen good things from Shuck. I'm totally chill with seeing him running back as a starter next season. All right, defense. Gonna ask you to do some more good. Brian Brzee got in the backfield and they lose about a yard. Rashad White, not much to go. Let's check in on some fantasy football. I lost the point. Okay, man. Doesn't look like too much has gone on around the NFL since I last checked in. 2nd and 10 for Tampa Bay. Draw play to Irving? Yeah, Bucky Irving. They don't need to draft a QB next season. Rattler and Shuck have potential one more season. Yeah, I'm okay on not drafting a quarterback this season. If they do draft a quarterback, like Fernando Mendoza or Dante Moore are the only two worth talking about. And both of them have their own flaws, so like I don't know. 3rd and 8, Saints blitz. Mayfield is escaping. Tackle him. He got the first down. Shit. I don't even know if Dante Moore is declaring yet. Oh, man. I thought the Saints were going to sack him. Baker Mayfield's like it's like Jackson Dart a little bit. Or Dart's like Mayfield. He's just a little bit bigger than Dart. They run it with Rashad White. Picks up like a yard or so. We went from this game being a shootout to like who's going to score the next touchdown. Next touchdown wins this game. Mendoza from last night. He looked good last night in that second half versus like an outstanding defense. Another run. Rashad White picks up a few yards. The thing with Mendoza though is like if literally he becomes like the best version of himself, is he just gonna be like Jared Goff? Like I don't know. Like Dante Moore I think has more potential. Mendoza's more pro ready. I hope Shuck just plays well enough to where we don't have to have these conversations. But they do need to be had. 3rd down and 1. They hand it off to Bucky Irving. He's short. He didn't get it. Brian Brzee, what a stuff. He did not get it. We need to trade back. I wouldn't mind trading back from like pick 3 to like pick 4, pick 5, but I'm not trading back too far. Goff went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, but like I didn't say that as a bad thing, but I feel like what the difference between Jared Goff and like Drake May. Like there's a significant difference. Jared Goff, Lamar, Jared Goff, Josh Allen. Like there's a big difference. They're not going to put Rattler in. I like Rattler though, but let Shuck play. Tampa Bay lost another lineman. Trade the first pick to the Jets for the second. Get Arvell Reese. Yeah, if the Saints end up with the first overall pick, you can definitely trade that to like the Jets or the Raiders. I would love to get another additional like 2 draft picks or something. Devin Neal only has 2 carries. Yeah, stupid. Colts will make the call for Rattler. I'm curious what they do. Do they re-sign Daniel Jones? Especially now that he's injured. Arvell Reese is like who I want the most. Arvell Reese is like my guy. Like Arvell Reese in the first round and Elijah Surratt in the second round. Awesome. That would be like ideal. 4th and 1. Tampa's offense is still out there. Don't jump off sides. They run it. He's short. Demario smoked him. He didn't get it. He is short. Demario Davis lit him up. Oh my God. I thought he was about to get it. Demario just came in and smoked him. What is that? 3 times now on like 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. The defense came up huge. Show the replay. I want to see Demario get in there. They're not going to show a That was an excellent play from Demario. We're back on offense. Defense is doing their job outside of that opening drive. That's typically the story of them. They suck on the opening drive, but then they lock in for the rest of the game. All right, offense, please. You are at midfield. Get some damn points. Okay, we got a replay. Let's see this Demario hit. Oh my gosh. All right, offense, reward your defense. Reward your defense. Hand off to Evan Hull. Decent run. He got like 4 or 5 yards. When's the last time the Saints got a damn first down? When's the last time the Saints got a damn first down? Second and 6. I don't know if they're going to hike it. 2-minute warnings counting down. Yeah, 2-minute warning. The last time the Saints got a first down was the last play of the first quarter. The last play of the first quarter was the last time the Saints had a first down. That's tough. That's tough. They try to give him the second effort. Hell no. Evan Hull over Neal. Hull's been okay. But yeah, you invested a draft pick into Devin Neal. Let him play. Give him some runs. Who would you draft this year? I'm not drafting Beck. If you're drafting a QB, it's got to be Mendoza or Dante Moore if he declares. Look at the QB we have now. Mendoza's better than him. I'm not making comparisons. I'm just saying, like, When I look at this team and what I'm pissed off most about, like, it's not the QB. But I'm not opposed to drafting a quarterback. I hope they don't have to draft a quarterback, I guess is a good way to put it. I hope Shuck is good enough to where they don't need to draft Mendoza. Who's better next season in the draft? Uh, you said don't say Manning. Well, Manning's in next year's draft, so you just gotta, or next year's QB class, so you gotta mention him. I'm not saying to draft him. There's Manning. Uh, Dante Moore might be coming back. I'm missing a bunch of names. Ohio State's QB Sayan, but he has like a super squad, so I don't know how I feel about him. Um, I feel like there's Bryce Underwood. I know he's in the draft 2 years from now, though. I don't know. I'm not the biggest college football person. I know the like basics. I'm a casual. All right, 2nd and 6. 2 minutes left in the half. Hand off to Devin Neal, and that was a false start on Raidens. People are just pulling against Shuck at this point. Yeah, I feel like Shuck's proven that he can be good. Like, I feel like people just have their agendas and their opinions, and they want to stick with them. Like, just let the dude play. I felt the same way about Rattler. Just let them play. All right, 2nd and 11 now. Come on. We got the ball at midfield. We got to do something here. Shuck out wide to his right. That's Olave. There's a penalty on the play. Not sure what the flag is. Could be offsides. Olave's yelling at the refs, and it looks like it's on the Saints. Illegal shift on Chris Olave. Okay, man. We're back to the Saints can't line up correctly, and they can't snap the football without jumping offsides. 2nd and 16. That's offsides on Tampa. Didn't call it. Shuck's throwing. Dumps it off to Juwan Johnson, who picks up like 10 yards. Good gain, and someone on Tampa Bay is now hurt. All right, well, 3rd and 4 is coming up. You like the DN from Ohio State, Arvell Reese? Yeah, Arvell Reese is awesome. Get Elijah Surratt in the 2nd round. The Saints also got to draft a running back, man. I like Neal. He's a good, like, number 2, number 3. AK is... He's closer to retirement than ever before. They need someone who's with, like, some speed. Like, not Jahmyr Gibbs fast, but, like, they need someone who can break away an 80-yard run. They called the same offsides on Chase. I know. That should have been a penalty. I think Shadur just threw another touchdown down the field. 3rd and 6. They hand it off to Devin Neal. 3rd and 4, I mean. He's short. He's a yard short. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. I think the Saints are going for this. They should go for this. We're at about 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the first half. 4th and 1. Please. Can we please get 1 fucking yard? They pitch it to... Nope. They run a pitch play. Did they not learn from Tampa Bay? They ran a pitch play on 4th and 1 earlier and didn't get it. So we were going to do our own version of that? Jesus, man. Jeez, what are we doing? What a shitty play call. What a shitty play call. You need to get 1 yard, and let's pitch it 5 yards backwards. Awful, man. Yeah, Shedeur threw a dime to Judy for 60 yards on a touchdown. A pitch play on 4th and fucking 1, man. Literally, the Saints got to stop earlier in the game because Tampa ran a fucking pitch play. My God, that was awful. Who hired this bum-ass coach? The bum-ass GM. This offense cannot help out the defense. This is awful. You're missing like 2 starters on the O-line. Let's pitch it backwards. 1st and 10. Mayfield's throwing. He's going... Oh, pass is batted by Granderson, I think. Carl Granderson's having an excellent game. You got the football right here. Do something cool, please. It's going to take like a pick 6 to win this game. I'd love to see a Jonas Sanker pick. He's been kind of quiet since that Giants game. Second and 10. Saints showing man coverage. Mayfield screen to Bucky. Oh, he just dirts it. Carl Granderson again. Read that the entire way. A sweep would have been better. Literally anything would have been better than the pitch play. Maybe not. No QB power and with Taysom Hill and no QB sneak. Literally just like run a slant to Vele. That was awful, man. All right. 3rd and 10. Can we get the ball back? We still got 3 timeouts. 46 seconds left in the half right now. This is where the Saints commit a big penalty. They hand it off to Rashad White. He's a yard short of the first. Kellen Moore calls the timeout. Okay. 4th and 1. Is Tampa going to go for it? Throw a screen. I don't know if I'd throw a screen on 4th and 1. But that little read option they did with Shuck earlier, like, do that. Howden stepping up. Howden's had a good game, too. Good point. It's 4th and 1. I hope Tampa goes for it. Can the Saints defense get another 4th down and 1 stop? Can they get another 4th and 1 stop? They're in the shotgun. They're in the shotgun on this one. Mayfield keeps it on our RPO. He got it. Good move from Baker Mayfield. Good move from Baker. They went no huddle. First and 10. Mayfield's going to throw it. Over the middle. Batted down, I think, by Pete Warner. Incomplete. 2nd down. 16 seconds left. Why run into a loaded box that has Vita Vea? Man, that was brutal. Baker Mayfield has gone 0 of 6 on his last passing attempts. All right. Gonna throw Mayfield out wide and caught by, I think that's Tez Johnson. Sterling Shepard. 5-yard pickup. All right, Tampa now has no timeouts left. 10 seconds. It's 3rd and 5. You gotta play the boundary here. If I'm being honest, I would flat out blitz Baker Mayfield right here. Send the house. I'd send the straight up house on Baker Mayfield. Our coach sucks, period. Yeah, Kellen Moore needs a little bit of a development right now. He needs to grow up as a coach. Head coach. He needs some growing to do. And now the Saints call it. Oh my god, this is literally the game. Whoever scores the next touchdown is going to win this game. That's my prediction. Next touchdown wins the game. What if there isn't another touchdown, though? Who knows? Kellen blows. He needs an OC. Kellen Moore is the OC. Play calling is just a straight up disaster. This game started off good offensively, but man, it's gone to shit. 3rd and 5. If they're going to go over the middle, they have to spike it. Mayfield out wide. There's Igbukah with the first down, but there's a penalty. What's the flag? Getting a little chippy there. Some players fighting. Looks like they're calling offensive PI on Igbukah. So that puts them at the 4. This is a 64-yard kick if they want to kick a field goal. That's a huge penalty. That is a huge penalty. Straight up just all-out blitz Baker. They're just going to try and get like 2 yards and get out of bounds to make the field goal easier. Just straight up blitz them. Seven. And the Saints call a fucking time. Oh my god. Please. Just let the half finish. This is the longest 2 minutes ever. Shuck has not taken 6 sacks today. It's been like 3. One of them was his fault. One of them was like on both of them. How Mickey Loomis still has a job, I have no idea. Literally anyone else who would have drafted Marcus Davenport, Peyton Turner, Trevor Penning, they would have gotten fired. Oh, early snap. Mayfield's going down the field. Incomplete. Jonas Sanker almost got another ricocheted pick. Mayfield was not expecting the ball. They're triple teaming Chase Young on that left side. That's crazy. Triple teaming Chase Young. Got the guard, the tackle, and the running back chipping him. All right, 4th and 15, last play of the half. Just don't commit a dumbass penalty, and it'll be a 3-point game going into halftime. Mayfield, he's going to the end zone. I swear. Pass is incomplete. And that is the first half. 10-7. Okay. 10-7. Let's do our annual halftime review. Let's see. What would be better to do? This? Yeah, this works. Shuck, 7 of 11, 76 yards, a pick, 3 sacks. He's also the team's leading rusher. Mayfield, nothing crazy going on. Hasn't been sacked. 21 rushing yards for the Saints. Tampa Bay's got 22 carries, 64 yards. The Saints running backs do not have a run over 5 yards. You look at Tampa Bay's, let's see, filter. There we go. You look at Tampa Bay's, they got 3 guys who have runs over 5 yards. Receiving, Juwan leads the team right now. Godwin's doing decent. Nothing really crazy offensively for either side. Granderson's having himself a game. So is Jordan Howden. Vita Vea had a sack. So did these 2 dudes. Don't really know who they are. And Charlie Smith missed a 47-yard kick. 54-yard return from Mason Tipton. And those are the first half numbers. Let me pull up Twitter and we can look at some of the plays. Saints. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this full screen. I'm going to have to pause it like every few seconds so I don't get copyrighted. Just so you guys are aware. So this is the opening kick. Mason Tipton, Dante Pettis. I thought he was about to get tackled right here. I thought this was going to be a shitty-ass return. Good block right there by Burgess. Did a good job cutting it out this way, getting around that block from Kevin Austin. And this is a really good return from Mason Tipton, setting up a good offensive series, the only good offensive series of the day. Devin Neal took it in for a touchdown, his first of his NFL career. Pretty standard, goal line-ish touchdown. Got in for the Saints' only points of the day. Carl Granderson, watch this. Kellen Moore saw this play and decided, let's run this play on our 4th down and 1 decision. Design-wise, this was much better than the Saints' design. Is this thing messed up? There we go. That one's better. Pitch it out. Granderson read it the whole way. And if he doesn't tackle him, it looks like he's going to get this first down. I don't know if Brian Brzez's catching up to Bucky freaking Irving. Excellent play from Granderson. No one blocked him. No one blocked Carl Granderson. And here's the other 4th down stop the Saints got. Demario Davis, watch him right here. Just comes in and smokes Sean Tucker. If Demario doesn't do this, he's getting this first down. Boom. Contact. And then he ends up being down like around right here. Excellent play from Demario. And that's all the Saints highlights. Let's go to the freaking Buccaneers page and look at all the shitty things the Saints have done. Bucky Irving. They don't got footage of anything. Here's the interception. The shuck through. Mason Tipton is running a comeback Is that Mason Tipton? Or is that Chris Olave? I can't tell if that's Chris Olave or not. But anyway, he runs a comeback. Shuck throws a deep ball. And he gets the interception. And what are the odds that that play happens literally right in front? Oh, man. And then he gets the return. It looks like that's Chris Olave who is running that route. There's some miscommunication there. I think this is a Tyler Shuck sack. Let's see. Was this one on him? I don't know. This one's... It's on both of them. But it doesn't look like anyone's open. If he puts this pass out here, maybe this could be at least an attempt. Asim Richards, the right tackle, gets his ass whooped. And then the left guard, Dylan Radins, lets up the... Look at Kelvin Banks. This is going to be positive. Watch Kelvin Banks on this play. Look at Kelvin Banks. But Shuck takes the sack. I put this one on the O-line and Shuck. I give that one to both of them. Was this the other sack that Shuck took? I think this one is on both of them as well. Yeah. Shuck, I'd actually give this one on Shuck. Like, this one's his fault. Had a decent amount of time in the pocket. Enough time to do something. Takes a little bit too long and then takes a sack. Here is the Bucky Irving touchdown. This is a good design. You get a little like play action, bootleg to the right, and it's a screen on the opposite side for the touchdown. Was this the? This is the third sack Tyler Shuck took. Again, this is like on both Shuck and the O-line, but nothing's really open. I get it. Like, it's easy to say, oh, Shuck needs to get the ball out quicker or escape sooner. Well, like, nothing's really open unless he throws this pass right now in between these two defenders or throws it right now between... Shit. He has to throw it right now between these two defenders to Juwan. The play to Juwan, I mean, that's just good coverage right here. Takes a sack. That's like a coverage sack. This is a good defensive play overall. And I think that's about everything to go over play-wise. Not much else has gone on in this game. Oh, shit. Let me see if that fourth down play call is up. Let me see if I can find the fourth down play that the Saints ran. That was just completely horrible. Maybe the NFL's got it. No. Buccaneers forward. I spelled Buccaneers so wrong. Let's see. Do they got the fourth down in one play call? They do not. Surely it's somewhere on Twitter. Surely it is somewhere on Twitter. Yeah, I can't find it. Alright. It is what it is. Back to the YouTube live. Now I can see chat. Let's get back to the Gamecast. 3 minutes left at halftime. Let's get everything else pulled up. Get red zone right there. I think someone said Shaheed scored a 100-yard touchdown. Rashid Shaheed had a 100-yard kick return touchdown. Damn. His first career kick return touchdown. Good for him, man. Let's get that pulled up. Let's get the Shaheed touchdown pulled up real quick. Oh my God, no. All right, here's the Rashid Shaheed touchdown. But yeah, Shaheed, I think that's his first touchdown as a Seahawk. All right, I think that's everything to go over. I couldn't find that fourth down attempt from the Saints. Let's see what's... Oh, Jaden threw a pick. Jaden took a hit after the pick. Shadur Sanders having a good game. Shadur has the most passing yards today, I think, right now with 180. Damn. All right. Game should be up momentarily. Let me pull up this my fantasy football. See how things are going. Saints usually do a little bit better in the second half. I hope that's the case today. I would love to see another touchdown. Justin Jefferson and Emeka Egbuka, 3 points each. Tyler Warren, 2 points. Not a great showcasing for those guys for me right now. Tampa is receiving the second half kickoff. Dude, it is pretty rainy over there. Pretty humid. Or, I don't know, I'm not there, but it looks so lovely. Getting the running game will definitely help Tyler Shock in this offense. Not having to throw the football in the rain. I think Devin Neal only has 2 carries right now. Did Jaden Daniels get hurt again? No way he got hurt again. Oh my God, Jaden Daniels is hurt? I don't even know why they let him come back and play. Like, the dude's arm literally snapped in half. The season's a wash. Just let him get 100% healthy for next season. I don't know why they brought him back. Take Jaden out of the game if you're Washington. All right, here we go. Saints are kicking off. Good kick. Bounces into the end zone. Touchback. Touchback. Good kick from Charlie Smith. It's hilarious that like all Bucs fans wanted Todd Bowles fired his first season, and now they've gone to the playoffs like what, 3 straight seasons with them or whatever, 2, 3, 21, 22. I don't know. Someone's towel just got thrown out. All right, from their own 20, Mayfield gives it to Bucky Irving, goes nowhere. Good play from Chris Rump from the run defense. Saints 0-4 on third downs. 73 total yards, 45 of them coming on that opening drive. That sucks. 20 rushing yards, 11 of them from Tyler Shuck. Come on. All right. Mayfield's going to throw it on 2nd and 10 over the middle. First down. I think that's Chris Godwin. First down, Tampa Bay. Mayfield finding Godwin over the middle. They're literally just saying Mayfield has not completed a pass over 10 yards. And then he finds Godwin for 10 yards. Godwin, Kool-Aid slipped on that play in coverage. All right, 12-yard pickup on 2nd down. Now it's a 1st and 10 for Tampa. They're going to go play action and do a screen to Cade Otton. He's got some space and a kind of close to a 1st down. Good play design. Like, these play designs from Tampa Bay are nice, and the Saints play designs are just like straight up flat. Like, I got to see Kellen Moore design some like cool shit. I want to see him be a little bit better. Granted, his players are dog shit, but like Kubiak, I felt like was better last year when he had nothing. Mayfield out downfield. Oh, picked off. Alontae Taylor's running. House it. Alontae Taylor picks him off. Defense comes up big again. The defense comes up big again. Let's go. Who's ready for this offense to go 3 and out? Defense is doing their job. Defense is doing their job. Look, I'll admit it. I'll gladly admit it. I gave Brandon Staley so much shit. But, like, he's had this unit playing very well as the season's gone on. What he's done to the defense is what I thought Kellen Moore was going to do to the offense. Like, Brandon Staley, his players aren't very good, but he's coaching them up pretty well, right? Like, he's got his defense playing good. He doesn't have great players. I feel better about Staley than I do about Kellen Moore. So let's see if Kellen Moore can do some second half stuff. The offense is usually better in the second half because they're losing. and they get into like hurry up situations. They're down 3 now. They have good field position. They're at the I think they're in Tampa Bay territory. About the 47. Baker threw it right to him. Yeah. But good job from Alontae being in the right place. The receiver stopped running on the route too. Alontae kept going. I wonder if there's a miscommunication for Tampa Bay on that one. We got a Panthers guy in here. Carolina Reaper, Bryce Young. He wasn't doing no reaping against the Saints a few weeks ago. I like Bryce Young though. If that Panthers fan is still in here, I like Bryce Young. I like T-Mac too. All right, offense. I'm literally begging you. Reward your defense. The Vikings are winning. Is 9 playing good over there? JJ McCarthy just threw a touchdown. Okay, come on, respond. They're at the Tampa Bay 47. Shuck hands it off to Devin Neal, who picks up like 5 yards. Good run. It's okay to run the football, Kellen. All right, let's see what happened on this replay. One of this receiver stopped for some reason. Yeah, he just stopped. Alante went for it. It's a good play. All right, another 2nd and 5 for the Saints. They give it to Devin Neal, who cuts it outside, and he's got a first down. Good run. Keep running the football, man. Keep running the football. They had Mason Tipton at fullback on that play. That was unique. All right, first down for the Saints. I think that's their first down since like the first quarter. Shuck keeps it on a read option here, and Shuck's going. Shuck's down the sideline. He's in. Touchdown. 34-yard touchdown for Tyler Shuck. Let's fucking go. Tyler Shuck, man. Hell of a play. I love seeing that. Look at the blocking on this play. I think Devon Bailey was the lead blocker there. Look at Devon Bailey blocking downfield. Good job. Excellent job from Shuck keeping it too. Reading it. All right, Smith. All right, Mr. Charlie. Let's put it up. Kick is good. 14-10. Saints have a lead. Tyler Shuck's, I think, first rushing touchdown of his career. Let's go, man. Tyler Shuck, 34-yard touchdown run. Someone called it in the chat. That's lit. Good play call from Kellen Moore, too. I'll give him his props. Good play call. More of that, please. He reverse jinxed us. Guys, the reverse jinx always works. Not always, but the reverse jinx is legendary. Now it's time for the defense to get another stop. They gotta start playing complementary football. Sometimes it's like when the defense does good, the offense sucks. And then and then it gets flipped. I don't know what I just said. Sometimes when the offense is good, the defense lets up a touchdown. And when the defense is playing good, the offense can't get a first down. Let's play some complementary football. Okay? Let's play some complementary football. If I can get this thing posted very quickly, I'll pull up the clip real quick. I will pull up the clip if I can get this posted. Alright, that's getting posted. Minimize. We're going to go full face screen for a minute. NFL. Full screen. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We got the play up. Alright. Let me get back to the main screen. There we go. All right, 14-10. Saints back on top. Let's see if the defense can now reward the offense. Man, this is literally all I want to see. I just want to see some cool shit happen, some exciting plays. Yeah, Tyler Shuck has some wheels, man. Tyler Shuck has some wheels for a 6'5" white guy. That's probably part of the reason they drafted him. Guys his size usually don't move that well. Defense. I would love to see another defensive play. Would love to see a sack. I'd love to see a Jonas Sanker make a play. All right, they're at the 35-yard line after a touchback. They're going to start off with a run to Sean Tucker, who picks up like 5 yards. Oh, the Colts just scored. Riley Leonard, did he just throw a dime on a back shoulder? Michael Pittman with the touchdown. And there's a penalty, never mind. All right, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Bucs. They're starting out in the shotgun again. They are going to run it with Sean Tucker again. And Stutzman in on that tackle, a little bit short of the first down marker. He is short of the first down marker. Third and 1. Can the defense get another 3rd and 1 stop? No. Sean Tucker first down to midfield. Oh, there is a penalty. It looks like it's a hold on the Bucs. And it is a hold on the Bucs. Saints get a little break. Mickey's never seen a Saints QB run that far for a touchdown. True. Depends on how you count Taysom Hill. But he's not really a quarterback. So you're right. Third down and 11 now for Tampa. They got to throw it. I wonder if this play is going to result in a Baker Mayfield running for a first down. Baker Mayfield run for a first down. I wonder if that's where this play is going. 3rd and 11. Saints showing a blitz. Isaiah Stalbert is in. Isaiah Stalbert blitzes. Mayfield going downfield. Jonas Sanker. Oh my God, they're throwing a flag. They're going to call PI on that. That's like a 30-yard penalty, man. Yeah, that's a penalty, I guess. That's a tough penalty. That is a tough penalty. That's a 30-yard pass interference. I don't even know if he had to hook him. I don't know if that would have been caught. It is what it is. All right, 1st and 10. They're in the Saints territory. Handoff to Rachaad White. Looked like he got a first down. All right. Complimentary football is out the window. If Tampa Bay is going to score, can it at least be Egbuka or Bucky Irving? I got him in fantasy. Otherwise, I don't want to see him score a touchdown. Another run to Rachaad White. Gets him into the red zone like an 8-yard run. Danny Stutzman's neck pad gives him some like white linebacker aesthetic aura juice. With this rain, it could be a good opportunity to force a fumble, punch it out. Easier said than done, of course. Easier said than done. They run it again with Rachaad White for a first down. Is Bucky Irving like hurt? Let me see if I can find if Bucky Irving is injured. I do not see anything regarding a Bucky Irving injury. They have Sean Tucker and Rashad White in, but no Bucky Irving. This is weird. All right, they're at the 14-yard line. They're going to run it with Sean Tucker. And he is a yard short of the goal line. Oh my God. Literally, the Saints offense finally gets something going. They're going no huddle. Sean Tucker is the running back. They give it to him. He's in. Touchdown. Tampa Bay is up. They respond with their own touchdown. Damn. That 30-yard penalty really hurt him. All right. Now the offense has to do something. Did anyone expect the Saints to win? No. I just want to see them do some cool stuff and play well. I expect the Saints to lose every game, but I just want to see them play well, score points, and do some cool shit. Kick is good. 17-14. Oh, man, that Jonas Sinker penalty really hurt him. The Saints got straight up bullied on that drive. Tampa Bay was just running the ball and doing whatever the hell they wanted. I don't even know if Jonas Sinker had to do that. I don't know if it would have been caught if he doesn't hook him. Zach Ertz is injured. Oh my God, his knee is like cooked. Zach Ertz's knee is cooked. Evan Hull and Devin Neal answer back. Yeah. Well, Audric Estime. I'd like to see Estime get a carry for once. Yeah, disgusting drive from the defense. One of the few Sinker lowlights, yeah. He had a really bad game versus Drake May. Well, if the Saints score another touchdown, they'll be at 20 points. Do we think the Saints get to 20 points today? Do we think the Saints get to 20 points today? I'm not going to believe it until I see it. Yeah, we don't have the ability to play smash mouth football, be physical. The D-line as a whole isn't great. The O-line right now as a whole isn't great. You're missing Fuaga. Ruiz is Ruiz. You're out Eric McCoy and Dylan Radins. I don't think is part of smash mouth football. They also don't have the running backs to do it either. Like, I like Devin Neal, but is he like a number one? I don't think so. They need to get another running back in there in the offseason to play some physical running, smash mouth football for games like this. Hell, even AK isn't a smash mouth physical running back. They need to find a Mark Ingram or Latavius Murray. They also need to find someone with speed. Like, they need so much. I could see Devin Neal actually being like a Latavius Murray. A good number 2 physical runner. I don't know if I want him as a number 1, though. I hope he proves me wrong. Here's the return from Dante Pettis. He gets it out to the 35. Decent field position. All right, let's keep running the football, Kellen. Let's keep running it. Let's keep running this rock. Let's get this thing going. I wouldn't mind seeing a Devon Bailey. Slants, too. Screens are a thing. When you throw the football, it doesn't have to all be down the field. You can do some quick things. Shuck starts off the drive, handing off to Devin Neal, who picks up three or 4 yards. Audric Estime, he's a smash mouth runner, physical. Could be a good idea to get him the football. Second and 6. I'd run it again. I'd run the football again. They run it again with Devin Neal. This one not so successful. This one only gets about a yard. 3rd and 5 now. They're probably gonna have to throw it here. Let's see if they dial up. This is Devon Bailey, Juwan Johnson territory. They had some success early on going over the middle. Let's see if they go that way. Chris Olave's had a quiet game. They snap it. Shucks in a drop back and throw over the middle. Juwan Johnson holds on for the first down. Nice catch. Good catch from Juwan Johnson holding on through contact. Nice snag there. Saints going no huddle, hurry up offense. They run it with Devin Neal, who picks up like 5 yards. Good run. Looked like there was a Saints player on the ground, but I couldn't tell if he was hurt. Non-rookie QBs younger than Tyler. This is an insane graphic, guys. Oh my god. That's an insane graphic. 2nd and 6. I think Estime's the back. They hand it off to Estime. Look at Estime go. First down. 8-yard run. His first carry as a Saint. Let's do that again. I hear some whistles. I think someone might be injured. Good run from Audric Estime. Nice seeing him getting involved. I think there's an injured player, though. Someone on Tampa Bay. It says right in this description, someone on Tampa Bay is hurt. Keep giving the ball to Estime, man. You don't got a number 1 running back, so keep the rotation with Hull, Neal, and Estime. Throw some Tyler Shuck in there on some read options. That was a good run. He's built for games like this. He's a big boy. That is a big running back, man. He's a big dude. He's in on this play again. Just keep running it. They run it again with Estime. This one gets a yard. Should have been a TFL. Vita Vea sniffed that one out. Devin Neal's coming into the game. 2nd and 9. This is probably a situation they're going to throw it, I would assume. They are under center for this play. 2nd and 9. They're in Tampa Bay territory. It's a run to Devin Neal. Hits it outside. He's got some space. Look at Devin Neal go. First down. Hits a move. He's inside the 20. Big run from Devin Neal. Let's go, man. We're in the red zone. Shit, we are in the red zone. Watching Kelvin Banks is fun. Dude, Kelvin Banks is so fucking good. He is so good. I literally never notice him at any point in the games. That just means he's doing his job. All right, they're in the red zone. They run it with Devin Neal again. That was the Saints' third run of over 20 yards this season. Tyler Shuck had the other one like 10 minutes ago on that touchdown run. I don't know who had the other. Was it Kendre? 2nd and 8. Saints have a decent drive going. Pitch out to Devin Neal. He's got some space, and he's a yard shy of the first down. Third and 2. Is this Audric Estime territory? I think I just saw Devin Neal running off the field. Let's see who's in the huddle. See Olave, Vele. Who's the running back? Who's the running back? I don't see a running back. Oh my god, it's an empty backfield. Taysom Hill's at... Oh, they're going to do a stupid pitch play to Taysom, aren't they? Estime's in motion out wide to running back. They give it to Estime. He got it. First down, Saints. They got a run game going. I thought they were about to do one of those stupid Shuck rolls out right and shuffles it to Taysom Hill. That play the Chiefs run with Kelsey and Mahomes. They marked it short? Dude, that's a first down. Kellen, challenge it. Kellen, challenge it. Challenge the play. Shuck keeps it rolling out right. Looks, he's got Olave. First down. I thought that was incomplete. And there's a penalty. Why would you not challenge that? Why would you not challenge that? Illegal man downfield on Cesar Ruiz. I thought he got the first down, dude. Why would they not challenge the ruling on the field? All right, Charlie. I guess you're kicking it. Ruiz is like 10 yards downfield. All right, Charlie. Let's hit this kick. I don't know why Kellen Moore did not challenge the spot of that ball. Smith kicks up. Down the middle. All right, we're tied at 17. I don't know why you do not challenge that. It looked very obvious, like a first down. I have no idea why he wouldn't challenge that. He should have challenged it. Most clear first down. It looked like the guy at the top, the ref at the top of the screen, marked it as a first down or spotted it as a first down. And then I'm assuming some other ref came in and said it was short. We're a field goal away from 20 points, guys. Let's see. Let's see what the reporters had to say. I can't believe that. Like, you didn't have to go no huddle. You could have just, like, waited. Could have asked for the guys upstairs for a spot of the ball. I don't see anything on Twitter regarding the spot of the ball. Let's see, has Blake Groupie missed a kick today? Groupie made a 36-yard field goal. I don't think he's missed anything. Did he miss it? Colts. I think so. It sounds like he missed the kick today. Groupie. He made the extra point. All right, back from commercial. Tampa Bay's returning it. Gets Danny Stutzman and Isaiah Stallworth on the tackle, just short of the 30. I see some people tweeting out that Groupie already missed. I don't know. Yeah, I saw that Blake Groupie press conference. That was ridiculous. What a loser, man. I'm now playing meaningful football. Well, if you didn't miss like 8 kicks in 8 weeks, maybe you would be playing meaningful football. Literally, the one opportunity the Saints had to make the playoffs was in 23, and they didn't because he missed a kick. In Green Bay, if he makes that kick, he plays in a playoff game. Bucky Irving 2-yard run. Just what an absolute clown, man. Saints defense, they're showing the difference from last season. What a difference Brandon Staley's done. Second and 8 for Tampa Bay. Irving in motion. Cam Jordan tips it. Oh, Cam Jordan nearly picked it. Cam Jordan nearly got a pick. We almost got a thick man pick six. Or pick. A thick pick. Cam Jordan almost picked it, and Brian Brzee almost got there in time too. Oh, man, that would have been lovely. That would have been lovely. Third and 8. Third down and 8. 44 seconds left in the third. Let's see if the defense can get a stop here. Get the offense back. Get that run game going. Mayfield's going to drop back and throw under some pressure. He's running. Mayfield's got a ton of space and a first down. And Mayfield's out around the 45. It's a 15-yard run. Oh, that sucks. Baker Mayfield's mobility, man. It's a killer. It is a killer. I'm surprised Chase Young's had a quiet game so far. He was beating up on Tristan Wirfs last game. He's not playing. They got a backup, and he's kind of had a quiet game. I think that is the last play of the third quarter. Yes, it is. We are heading to the fourth, where the big question remains, will the Saints get to 20 points? Yeah, I was clowning on Brandon Staley too. But I'll gladly be wrong. His defense has been much better. He's gotten much better. All right, I'm checking on some fantasy football. Dolphins haven't done much since that opening quarter. Steelers are beating the Ravens 27-16. Saints and Bucs obviously all tied up here. Jacksonville's beating the Colts 28-13. That's not a surprise with Daniel Jones being hurt. The Browns beating the Titans 17-14. Shedur's having a pretty good game, it looks like. 227 yards, 2 tutties. Cam Ward, from the very little that I've seen, has been okay. Vikings up 31-0 on the Commanders. Damn. Is JJ McCarthy back? Was he ever here? And the Seahawks are up 30-9 on the Falcons. No surprise there. Is there another game, or is that all of it? Bengals and Bills, 21-18. Bengals are winning, and they're in the red zone. I need Jefferson or Ibuka to start getting some points. Preferably Jefferson. All right, fourth quarter. We got any predictions? Do they get to 20 points? Do we think they get to 20 points? Who cares about wins and losses? Do they get to 20? We want the Titans to beat the Browns, because then if the Saints lose, they end up with the higher draft pick, I think. I think we also want the Giants to win, but they're on a bye week, and I don't know if they're winning another game. All right, back from commercial. Start of the fourth quarter. Mayfield hands it off to Sean Tucker. Gets a few yards on that play. And Cincinnati just scored. Mike Gesicki. What is it now? 2nd and 7 for Tampa Bay. Right at midfield. The defense is going to come up clutch. This would be a good time to do it. Sean Tucker still no Bucky Irving this entire second half, I don't think. Sean Tucker gets a few yards. It's crazy. I think maybe we've seen Bucky Irving get like one or two carries in this whole second half. Of course, though, they do have the luxury of having 3 decent running backs: Irving, Rachaad White, Sean Tucker. Oh, Tennessee just broke off a big run for a touchdown again. Tony Pollard. We got to keep an eye on that game. 3rd down and 4. Got to watch that Baker Mayfield run. They're in the shotgun. I'm assuming they're throwing it here. DeMario blitzes. They are throwing. Baker Mayfield steps up. He's got some space. He doesn't get the first down, though. He tries to run. He gets 2 yards. Burrow's awesome. Yeah, I haven't been watching. I have Red Zone on down here, and every time I look down, Burrow's making some crazy, incredible throws. All right, 4th and 3. It looks like Tampa Bay is going for it. Let's see if the defense can get another 4th down stop here. This is a huge play right now. Mayfield's throwing under some pressure, trying to escape. Out wide. Oh, incomplete. He bobbled it. That's incomplete. Kool-Aid knocked it out. Kool-Aid McKinstry comes up big again. He bobbled it. And Brian Brazil is taunting. Saints defense comes up big. Good job from Kool-Aid. That's incomplete. He bobbled it. Kool-Aid McKinstry, man, coming up big. If Burrow stayed healthy, you would have made fantasy. That sucks. In one of my leagues, my brother and like my dad, we have like we all have one team shared, and we lost by 9 points last week because we put Stroud in over Daniel Jones because we thought Daniel Jones was going to get smoked versus that Texans defense. And then because of that game, we got eliminated. It was brutal. If we would have won, I don't know if we would have made the playoffs, but we would have been like in the bubble of teams that were going to get in. What an excellent stop from Kool-Aid. He could have easily just gave up on that play, but he didn't. Came up, knocked that ball out. You know, Kool-Aid has been one of those players too, who like we gave a ton of shit at the start of the year. I don't think he's a number one, but I feel better about him. He's like Brandon Staley. I feel better about him right now than I did like a month ago. And I think that's what matters. A young player who's improving. I still think they need a number one corner, but I think Kool-Aid is a decent like number two guy. I still think they need to find their next Marshawn Lattimore or their Sauce Gardner or their Derek Stingley. But I'm okay with Kool-Aid being like a number two. Like, I don't feel comfortable with putting him up against Puka Nacua or Devontae Adams the same way I would if it was prime Marshawn Lattimore. But I'm okay with him being a number two. But until then, he is the number one until they find that guy. All right. Saints, good field position again. This is where they go 3 and out. But let's see if they can get to 20 here. They go play action. Are they going deep here? Pass is batted down, incomplete. Second and 10 after a incomplete pass. That's why we should have drafted Will Johnson and not Tyler Shuck. Well, Tyler Shuck is playing well. Like, I'd much rather have the decent quarterback than the corner. But yeah, Will Johnson's playing well too. Second and 10. They run it. Hand off to Devin Neal. Nothing. Got nothing. Now we got a third and long. Josh Allen. He just scored. Looks like there's some madness going on in Buffalo. How long is that touchdown? How long was that Josh Allen touchdown run? Oh my God, that was like 50 yards. All right, Saints are 2 of 6 on third downs today. Third and 10, big one right here. Shucks to throw, going downfield. He finds Olave for the first down. Into Tampa Bay territory. Shuck finds Olave over the middle for a big first down. All right, first and 10. Let's get this running game established again. They run it with Devin Neal. Not a whole lot there. He's still going, though. Picks up like 2 yards. Why are the Saints trying to win? Well, the players and coaches want to win. As fans, it's better for them to lose, but their job is to win games, and they're trying to make sure that they get paid. I prefer, if I'm being honest, that the Saints lose They need a better draft pick. But I'm also not mad at a rookie quarterback getting a win. 2nd and 8. They're in the shotgun. Here's Shuck to throw. Steps up, finds Olave over the middle for another first down. That was a good job from Shuck in the pocket on that one. Stepped up, went through his progressions, and found Olave for a good gain. Yeah, he went through all his reads on that one. All right, first down. Again, they're inside the 30. Here's a run to Devin Neal, who picks up like 3 yards, maybe 4. Guys, we are so close to cracking 20 points. Lattimore is washed. Yeah, he's washed, but prime Lattimore is insane. Devin Neal's had a good game. He's now off the field. I'm assuming they put in Audric Estime. It looks like Audric Estime's in at running back. 2nd and 6 after a Devin Neal run. It's a run. Again, Shuck keeps this one. This one's not as successful. He loses 2 yards. All right, another 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and 8. Devin Neal back on the field. Let's see what you got, Kellen. Let's see what you got, Shuck. Saints started 0 of 4 on 3rd downs. They're now 3 of 3 since then. Let's see if they can keep that up. Can they go 4 for 4? Let's not take a sack. Let's not make any dumb decisions here. Shuck dumps it off to Devin Neal. Breaks a tackle down the sideline. He got a first. Devin Neal, man. He's having himself a game. I thought he was going to be down. He was just protecting the football, throwing a check down. Devin Neal. Shuck finding Neal, broke a tackle and got a first. Awesome. They're in the red zone. This is where their offense dies. Let's see what they do. They're at the 13. And I hear some whistles. Someone called a timeout. Tampa Bay calls a timeout. Devin Neal in the 6th round was a steal. I agree. I thought he was going to go like round 4, no later than round 5. There's 134 of you guys in here. I appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you guys like the live and subscribe so you're up to date with everything else we put out. Got a lot of cool ideas and videos coming out, I think, this week. Appreciate the support. We used to have like 13 people in here last year. We got 134 now. All right, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone. This is where the Saints offense dies. This is Devon Vele. Taysom Hill's at running back. This is Devon Vele territory. Let's see what they do. It's a throw. Shuck is... Oh, he's still up. Shuck's rolling out. Shuck, yes! Yes, he's in. Touchdown. Oh, he took a little bit of a hit at the end. He's good. He broke like 3 sacks. He's in. We broke 20. Oh, my God. Tyler fucking Shuck. Tampa can get shucked. Oh, my God. Broke like 3 sacks and dropped the shoulder at the goal line. Holy shit. Shuck 2 rushing touchdowns today. Oh my God. They're getting shucked. I don't know if I want to do it yet, but do I do the shucking thrust? Maybe if we win, I'll do it. What an incredible play. Okay, I'm going to try and get this posted as fast as I can so I could pull that play up. Oh my God. 3 broken sacks. Drop the shoulder for the tutty. Give some respect to Tyler Shuck. Do we break 30? I hope we don't need to. I hope the defense gets a stop. Bucs fans stunned. He looks very different compared to the last time they saw him. Got it for the bathroom. What the hell happened? Tyler Shuck broke like 3 sacks. He skipped out of the pocket. Dropped the shoulder at the goal line for a touchdown. What an incredible play. Shuck's got us all having like excitement boners right now. Oh my God. That's crazy, man. We've never seen a Saints QB move like that. We've never seen a Saints QB move like that. What a play to miss. Yeah, you picked the wrong time to go to the bathroom. Look at what the Bills just did. I am going to look as soon as I get this posted. I see some celebrating in red zone. I see Bills celebrating. What did Buffalo do? Great football. Okay. Hold on. I will pull that up in a second. Let's go full screen here. Let's get this play up so the guy who went to the bathroom can see it. Just so we can all just rewatch it. Pause. Okay, let's go to this one. Full. Absolutely incredible. He's got us having hope boners, man. We finally got over 20 points. The 20-point hump is over. Oh, was the Bills thing a pick 6, by the way? Whoever told me to look at the Bills game. Charlie could not get the ball in the landing zone. Oh my God, Joe, that pick 6 in Buffalo is incredible. What a freaking play from that defender. Charlie Smith, you got to kick the ball in the landing zone. It's like a 35-yard radius. It should not be difficult to do that. 1st and 10 for Tampa. They hand it off. There's Bucky Irving. Oh my God. Bucky Irving's got a first down and a big run. He's brought down at like the Saints 30. Shit. $32 yards for Bucky Irving. I have no idea why they haven't been giving him the ball this entire second half. Jonas Sanker got blocked by Tez Johnson. Oh my gosh. All right, Tampa Bay, they're at the Saints 28 now. Irving's still on the field. Do a screen to Rachaad White. And Jonas Sanker gave him a nice little pop. Jonas Sanker gave him a nice little pop. Damn, man. Oh my God. This game's intense. I like it though. Let's see what Tampa Bay's got. Is Bucky Irving still out there? I think he is. Ibuka's in motion. 2nd and 7 for the Bucs. They're gonna throw it here. Baker's going downfield. Kool-Aid with tight coverage on Ibuka. Straight up clamps. Kool-Aid McKinstry, great coverage, man. Great coverage. 3rd down. 3rd down for the Bucs. What does the defense got? Third and 7. We got 7 minutes left in the game. Saints up by a touchdown. Tampa Bay's just outside the red zone. Saints blitz. Mayfield finds Godwin. DeMario tackles him a yard short of the first. Tampa Bay's definitely going for this, right? They're definitely going for this. Fourth down. The Saints defense on fourth down has been excellent today. Let's see if they can get another stop. 4th and 1. They went no huddle. Looks like the Saints might call a timeout. They do not. Mayfield hands it off to White. He got it. He just barely got it. Oh my gosh. He got it by like half a yard. If DeMario gets a better angle on it, he might be short. Oh man. First down for the Bucs now. Inside the red zone at the 17-yard line. This is definitely Bucky Irving territory for them. There's a whistle. Penalty. False start. False start on Tampa. False start on the Bucs. They are now outside of the red zone. That's a pretty big penalty. That's a pretty big penalty. All right, 1st and 15 now for Tampa Bay. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. I think Bucky Irving's the running back. Igbuka is the receiver at the top. Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going for Igbuka. He's open. He dropped it. He dropped it. There was a touchdown and he dropped it. Another drop from Igbuka. Oh my. That is brutal. That is brutal. What a nasty route. Quincy Riley got smoked. He just couldn't catch it. Hell yeah. You gotta, if you're Igbuka, you gotta catch that. If you're the Bucs, you need him to catch that. All right, 2nd and 15. After a drop, they hand it off to Bucky Irving, who gets it to like the 20 on a 3-yard run. Not a whole lot there. Come on. We got a 3rd and 13, 5 minutes and 30 seconds and counting left in the game. Tampa needs a touchdown. They need a touchdown. Igbuka is at the top of the screen. White's the running back. Mayfield's throwing, going downfield for Otten. Incomplete. No flags. 4th down coming up. It looks like the Saints are trying to call a timeout at the top of the screen. Luckily, it didn't count. No flags, no timeout. 4th down coming up. Yeah, that's a hell lot of a contact, but I don't give a shit. Is Tampa Bay kicking it? Oh my God, they're kicking it. All right. I'm surprised. But I guess it does make some sense, I guess. 37-yard attempt. Kick is good. Kick is good with 4:54 left in the game. Saints up 24-20. We got ourselves a game. No better sight than Baker crying. I'm not going to lie. There is some contact there. But I do not care. Shuck's first start, Cartel, was against the Rams. But his first, I guess, exposure, he came in relief of us Rattler versus the Bucs. So you're basically on point. Dude, what happened? What the hell happened in Buffalo? This game was like 28-16 10 minutes ago. Now Buffalo is up 32-28 and at the goal line. What's going on over here in Cleveland? Very intense game, guys. This is a good game, though. This is a good game. I'd much rather have a game like this than have a game like the Falcons game. A touchdown here wins it. Let's see if the Saints can do something. Get a big return. Can they get a big run, breakout run? I know some people want to see them lose for the draft pick. I really don't care. This is a good game. If they win, hell yeah. If they lose, who cares? They played a good game. You die to have Josh Allen. Hell, man, Tyler Shuck's running ability is, I'm not saying Josh Allen caliber, but it's on a mini level. Here's Tipton on the return, or Pettis gets to the 34, and there's now a penalty on the play. I'm assuming it's on the Saints. No good comes from a Saints win. I think some good comes from it. Simply just getting Tyler Shuck and Kellen Moore another win on their resume. Having a young player, young team get another win surely helps morale. Holding on the Saints on the return. Like, for draft pick, I'd much rather lose. But, like, getting a first-time head coach and a rookie quarterback another win isn't the worst thing in the world. Just getting that on the resume. All right, here we go, offense. 1st and 10. 4:48 left in the game. Tampa has... Do they have all 3 timeouts? They have 2 timeouts. Devin Neal is the running back. They give it to him, and he's got 3 yards. For the love of God, no, Taysom Hill. Spencer Rattler has a win. What good did that do? I'm glad he got a win. I'm sure the entire team felt good to get their first win. The players want to win, man. Second and 6. Is Devin Neal still the running back? I can't tell. Shuck's in the way. Asim Richards, the Saints' right tackle, is injured. Now they got Sherman in there, whoever that is. Shuck, quick pass out to Taysom Hill. And another fucking drop from Taysom Hill. All right. 3rd down and, 6? Coming up. 3rd and 6. Saints are 4 of 4 on 3rd downs in the second half. Can they make it 5 of 5? Shucks throwing. Under pressure, going downfield. Devon Vele, 1st down. The big V. Over the middle, Vele's coming up clutch again. Vele coming up clutch again. What a throw from Shuck, stepping up into the pressure. Finds his man. What a throw from Shuck under pressure. Coming right in his face. Pause. Shuck keeps it on a keeper and then goes down after a few yard gain. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. I think Tampa just called a timeout. Vele gives you Thomas vibes. Same play style. Talent-wise, I'm not going to make that comparison. But yeah, The play style, the physicality, absolutely, I agree. What a game we got going on right now with the Saints and the Bucs. Got a 2nd and 8 coming up after Tampa Bay took a timeout. They got 1 remaining in the 2-minute warning. A first down, I think 1 or 2 first downs would end this game. Also got to protect the football. The ball's wet. They're going to be trying to punch it out. Devin Neal is the running back. Taysom Hill is in motion. Shuck gives it to Devin Neal, and he gets a few yards. We got a 3rd and 5 coming up. Biggest play of the game right here. 3rd and 5. Tampa Bay did not call a timeout there. A first down would essentially end this game, I believe. 3rd and 5. Shuck in the shotgun. Vele and Olave down at the bottom of the screen. Shuck's going to throw. He's going out wide. For Vele, he caught it. First down, but there's a penalty. There's a penalty. What is the flag? What's the flag? Offsides on the Bucs. Declined. Devon Vele comes up big again. Vele coming up clutch. What a catch and what a throw. What a throw and what a catch. Vele comes up huge again. 2 weeks in a row. Tampa Bay still has their timeout. Why is the clock stopped? Was Vele out of bounds? Kellen Moore wants the clock to run. Yeah. I don't know why the clock isn't running, man. It's a pitch to Devin Neal, who loses a yard. And it looks like Tampa Bay took another timeout, their final timeout. All right, man. A first down ends this game. Can the Saints pull off the upset? Or will Baker Mayfield get an opportunity to go downfield? Wish we used Vele right all year. Dude, yeah, Vele's coming up so huge. Why wasn't the clock running? I have no idea. He caught the ball inbounds and was touched down inbounds. I have no idea why the clock wasn't running there. All right. 2nd and 10. Let's get this thing scrolled up. There we go. Devin Neal is the running back. They're likely going to run it. They do. Neal goes nowhere. He loses like a yard. And we're going to get to the 2-minute warning. And it'll be 3rd and like 11. Okay. I guess there is a rule that says if there is a penalty under 5 minutes left in the game, the clock stops regardless of what the outcome on the play was. That's what they just said. I've never heard that rule in my life. So take it for what it's worth, but that was their explanation on it. Rain's pouring again. Yeah, it is dumping there. Yeah, 220 viewers, man. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. I think this is our most viewed stream. I don't know if we have anyone I don't know if we've had this many people in here before. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We're going to have a lot of content coming out. Wide variety. Saints, Cowboys, Cardinals, a whole bunch of stuff. You need Robux and Bucs to win. Who the hell is Robux? Robux? I just want to see Shuck keep getting better. Yes, I agree. And that's part of the thing with winning. Like, if Shuck keeps getting better and is winning, that's a positive. But if they're, like, winning games, like, 6-3, like, that's a disaster. Because someone was making the point, like, what's the point of winning games with the team that's this bad and rebuilding? Well, Tyler Shuck getting another win on his resume is, I think, a good thing. Yeah, that's a terrible rule. Saints have gone, I think 5 of 5, 6 of 6 on third downs in the second half. Can they get another one here on 3rd and 11? Or are they going to, like, run the football? Are they going to run the football and then just kind of run out this clock, make them lose 40 seconds? You could use Michael Thomas right now. Devon Bailey's playing pretty damn good. He's the closest thing we've had to a Michael Thomas since Michael Thomas. I'm not calling him Michael Thomas, but skill, playing style-wise. Oh, Blake Groupie just made another flipping kick. Damn. Enjoy my content. Other channels drink too much. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't really do drinking, especially on camera. Not my thing. I agree with you, a real surreal sir. Okay, we're back from commercial. I'm really curious to see if they go for the win, go for the first down, or if they choose to, like, run the ball, run out the clock a little bit so they get... Because if you throw the football and it's incomplete, you just gave them an extra 30 seconds. I see Devin Neal out at wide receiver. Shuck's in the shotgun. Devin Neal is now in motion. I'm assuming it's going to be a little run play. It's a pass. Shuck dumps it off to Vele. Oh, no! Oh, my God! It was bobbled and nearly picked off. And only 6 seconds come off the clock. Only 6 seconds come off the clock. Vele could not bring it in. It was nearly picked off like 3 times. Oh, that sucks. That's a tough way to end that drive. All right, we're punting. Tampa Bay's going to have a chance. That was the downside with throwing it. That was the downside with throwing it. Kroger's punt is up. And it is a touchback. It is a touchback. Losing isn't a bad thing. I agree. Losing is not the worst thing. But, like, I also like to see my team win. I'm good either way at this point. Yeah, Vele dropped it. I just said that he dropped it. I don't know what you're yapping about. All right. Tampa Bay's got to go 80 yards. No timeouts in 1 minute and 48 seconds. Let's see if the defense has one more stop in them. Do they have one more stop? Buccaneers have 37 second half points in the last 2 minutes, which is the second most in the NFL. The Buccaneers are built for moments like this. Let's see what they do. Mayfield's going to drop back and pass. Ton of time. And breaks a sack. Dumps it off. Incomplete. Nearly got sacked at the end of the play. Just barely got it off. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. Saints basically got a coverage sack on that one. Not a sack, but like coverage pressure. I don't fucking know, but good coverage on that play. 2nd and 10 for Tampa. Mayfield to throw again under some pressure going downfield. And it's picked! No! Sinker dropped it! He couldn't bring it in. The rookie almost had the game-sealing play. No! Oh my God, that's his like third near pick already today. He had a pick that was called back. He had another play where he could have picked it, and that one. All right, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. What does the Saints defense got? Mayfield's going to throw. He's under some pressure, rolling out right. Mayfield trying to do something. He's going to run, and he gets like 5 yards and out of bounds. 4th and 5 coming up. 4th and 5 coming up. There's a loud-ass truck outside. Fourth and 4. 1:27 left. The clock doesn't matter if the Buccaneers cannot get this. Game comes down to this play. 4th and 4. What do the Bucs got? What does Tampa Bay got? Here we go. Mayfield finds him in. Auden caught it. Is he short? Is he short? I think he didn't get it. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. I think he's short. I think that's game. They call it Saints football. They call it short. Saints pull off the win. They pull off the upset. Let's see this replay. That is so fucking close. This is so close. I cannot tell. Shuck needs respect. Yeah, people need to start giving him recognition, man. They looked at it. Ball game. Saints win. The Saints won on the backs of Tyler Shuck's rushing touchdowns, and the Saints defense coming up big. They get their 3rd win of the season. Shuck's 2nd career win. What a game. What a game. What a win. Holy, let's get some W's in the chat. Let's get these celebration things going. Woo! Oh, man. I know some people are going to be pissed about the win because they want a better draft pick. It was a good game. That's all I really care about, and the Saints pulled off the W. All right, man. What a win. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Most viewers I've had in a stream, I think, ever. 250 or whatever. Y'all are awesome. I'll have a video out later. Catch you next time.